Hello, folks. Welcome back. This is Chris in Central Pennsylvania. Exciting news for those interested in refugee status. Or is it? Well, I don't think it is. All they're telling you is what I've been telling you for over a month. So, how did this all start? Well, a couple hours ago, my inboxes were flooded, absolutely flooded with messages on all the communications networks that you can imagine. And people telling me, the embassy's updated, the embassy's updated. Well, lions and tigers and bears, oh my. I appreciate people's concern and their interest, but honestly, let's check it out. So, where did this start? Well, there's a story in News 24 that was brief, but it has been updated, and unfortunately, they don't list the page as an update. But let's take a look at that story from Amanda Kotza. So Amanda says U.S. officials take steps to implement Trump's executive order on Africana resettlement. So it says here the State Department is coordinating with other departments to consider eligibility for the U.S. Refugee Resettlement Program for South Africa. Well, this is not news. We've known about this. They said there's an order Tuesday that said the U.S. was reviewing messages that had already been submitted by applicants, something the embassy denied when Willem Petzer and the others showed up there with a petition several weeks ago. Now, News 24 goes into how they report on the 7 February story. There's nothing really here. This is a nothing burger. This is a regurgitation of everything that happened in the past. And even referring to Agri-SA is Johan Kotze, who has nothing to do with this whatsoever. He's a South African from an agricultural community. Nothing to do with the embassy's offer, the United States offer. So where did this all stem from? This report is an hour old, but 2 hours ago, as I said, I started getting inundated. So let's take a look at where that came from. Well, that all started here on the U.S. Embassy's Facebook page in South Africa, of all places, 2 hours ago. Also on their main page, they've got something. But if you look at this and pay close attention to it, folks, it doesn't really tell you anything new. Except here, update on the refugee program 2 hours ago. Under executive order, U.S. is considering resettlement for disfavored ethnic minorities. Inquiries should go to this email address. Beware of scams. The program is free. Never pay fees or favors. So you click on this link, and all it does is take you to the February 13th message that the embassy put out. There's nothing new here. That's the February 13th. That's a month ago. So go back here, click on where it says official updates. Okay, we click there, and it takes us to their same page. There's nothing new here. That's a big nothing burger. A big nothing burger. Nothing going on here. So maybe the embassy just doesn't have the current information, although you think they would. So where will we go next? To the White House. Let's go to the White House's website. This is for all official actions by the president, White House, which they've adjusted recently. Now you have to come down here for executive actions. And if we look here, there's been no announcements the past few days, so let's see what's going on today. Presidential actions, March 9th, March 7th, public loan forgiveness, FIFA World Cup, strategic Bitcoin reserve, border, Perkins Coy. There's nothing here all the way back to March 2nd talking about South Africa. And that all that time frame, of course, is back in history beyond when he did his recent Truth Social post. So there's nothing here, nothing at all whatsoever. So let's take one step further and see if there's any news reported by the news media. Since South Africa's News 24 is reporting there's an update, we'll type in Trump, South Africa. And what do we get? We get news stories from 21 hours ago talking about why he's doing it, from yesterday, Elon Musk's childhood, why Trump's created a team of rivals. There's nothing here. And these are old stories, 3 days ago, 7 days ago, last month, Council on Foreign Relations, all kinds of nonsense here. Nothing about today. So it's a big nothing burger, folks. Absolutely nothing. The only difference here is that on Facebook and on the embassy's website, they have published something slightly different on the Facebook, I should say. That's the only place you're going to find this. So the only place where there's any update whatsoever is just a couple of sentences. It's nothing to get excited about. It's common sense. It's what Chris Wyatt's been telling you for 5 weeks, right here. Okay? So there's nothing to get excited about here, folks. This is all that you see. The website has this update, and it consists of that. Nothing. The only thing here that's new is that they are telling you to beware of scams. The program is free and never pay fees or favors. That's it. This is the only real update here. They're considering resettlement. We know that. They've been directed to do it by the President of the United States. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a big nothing burger. I don't know who's responsible for public diplomacy at the embassy right now, and I don't know if this is intentional to troll people, but there's nothing here. There's nothing here. There's no update. We have no news to tell you. So the embassy is telling you to beware of scams. Check out my videos from 5 weeks ago warning you about scams. Check out my original announcement of this 2 hours after the President's February 7th executive order, in which I cautioned people in that 3.5 hour broadcast to beware of scamsters and hucksters and shysters who will try to take your money. Refugee resettlement is free. That's the only update here. This is a whole lot of hot air for nothing. Please, everyone, take a deep breath, calm down. There's nothing to see here. Moving right along. And they're taking their sweet time. No update today of any substance whatsoever. You're being either misled intentionally, or someone meant well and doesn't realize the impact of what they're doing, which shows me that the U.S. government still has a long way to go when it comes to understanding strategic communications, public affairs, and public diplomacy, which is quite sad. The world's biggest media empire, and we don't know how to talk to the world. Really sad. All right, folks, what say you? Cheers.